Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about chemical reactions. There are really four types of chemical reactions. There's a synthesis reaction, decomposition reaction, the single displacement reaction, double displacement reaction. We'll talk about all four today. The first one we're going to talk about is synthesis reaction. When you think of the term synthesis reaction, think of the word synthesis. Synthesis is obviously to make, and so that's what we're doing in a synthesis reaction. It's when two or more elements are coming together to make one compound. Something like that would look like that. We've got one element plus another element that come together to make a compound. A type of synthesis reaction that we would normally see in nature would be something like hydrogen gas and oxygen gas coming together to make water. You'll notice that this equation is balanced. We have four hydrogens and two oxygens and two oxygens. And so that would be a synthesis reaction. The next type of reaction we're going to talk about is a decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction is when a compound breaks down to become two or more simpler substances. We can use the same thing, water here. Is using energy to break down into two simpler substances, hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. You'll recall before in our chemical bonds and bonding, and even before that in our chapters, that we talked about this energy right here that's used to break water molecules down into the individual hydrogen and oxygen gases is going to be electricity. The next type of reaction we're going to talk about is a single displacement reaction. This is very simple. As the name infers there, we're going to have one element is going to take the place of another element in the compound. Something like that. In this case, the A has replaced the B in the compound. A plus BC yields B plus AC.
Dr. Pepper.
All right, so in this case, we have zinc plus two hydrogen chlorides are going to yield hydrogen gas plus zinc chloride. You can see that the zinc replaced the hydrogen in the hydrogen chloride, and we're left with hydrogen gas and zinc chloride. Okay? The fourth type of reaction we're going to talk about is double displacement reaction. Now, in double displacement, two compounds will switch partners. So if you want to think of it as two couples dancing, and the couples just swap partners, and you come up with two more compounds. So that would be something like AB plus CB will yield CB plus AD. It's very simple. All they do is swap. We're using sodium chloride and silver fluoride here. When you combine these two ionic compounds, they're going to swap partners, and the sodium will couple up with fluorine. And the silver will couple up with chlorine. Now we have sodium chloride and silver chloride. And that's double displacement. The last type of reaction I want to talk about is called a combustion reaction. Now, at the beginning, I said there were 4 types of reactions, and I'm starting with the 5th one here, but I'll explain that in just a second. Now, in a combustion reaction, you want to think about that root word there, combust, and combust is to really catch on fire. And when we're catching on fire, you know you need 2 things. You need fuel and you need oxygen. We're going to do a simple chemical equation here that shows what happens when wood burns. So wood is the source of carbon. We have oxygen. And that's going to yield carbon dioxide, gas, given off, okay? And so this is a combustion reaction. Anytime you have a fuel plus oxygen gas, you can have a combustion reaction. Now, the reason I said there are only 4 types of reactions there are because really, if you look at this combustion reaction, and you look over here at a synthesis reaction, they're really, a combustion reaction is simply a synthesis reaction. It just releases more energy in a different way. And so there you have it. You have your 4 main types of reactions. You have a synthesis reaction, a decomposition reaction, a single displacement reaction, and a double displacement reaction. Further, we gave an example of a combustion reaction, which is really just an example of the first, a synthesis reaction. Thank you for logging in and viewing the lesson today. Make sure you study these along with those vocabulary words, and we'll be ready for our test next week.